All right, we'll do that. Okay. Okay. Yep, bye.
Tampa Bay has traded its pick. Jacksonville is on the clock.
All right, Las Vegas. Time to get this show started. You ready? The 2022 NFL Draft is now officially open.
Well, it's something you look forward to all year. It's a process that begins right now for next year's draft, especially for the scouts that aren't in-house. It all comes to a head on one weekend.
There's a lot of anticipation, energy with anticipation, wondering if one of our guys would fall that far or if a bunch of them would fall that far, having the options that we would have if we had a couple of them to choose from.
We had about 5 players that we liked that we would have been comfortable selecting at 27. It just so happens that we were able to swing a trade with Jacksonville to move into the 33rd spot. There's never any absolutes that your player, when you do something like that, is going to be there. We did it when we moved down and picked Vita, and that was the player that we were wanting to get. There is some anxiety, there's sweaty palms, and there's your heart's racing a little bit.
So the Jaguars just hopped in to choose 27th overall. They gave up the first pick to tomorrow night's proceedings to Tampa for the right to choose right now.
It's one of the things I love about the draft is the strategy of acquiring more draft picks, and so you can kind of use that capital to pick who you want.
All right, let's kick off round 2. By way of trade, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock.
What do you think the Bucs are going to be doing here?
I've got my eyes on defensive tackle. Logan Hall, probably the best 3-tech rusher that's left on the board. Trying to heat up quarterbacks. Tom Brady's going to get you a lead. Somebody like Logan Hall can go get you some sacks.
Uh-oh.
And with the 33rd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Logan Hall, defensive end.
This is Logan.
Hey, Logan. Jason Light, Tampa Bay. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. We obviously loved you as a player. We had a great visit with you here, and now we're excited to have you be a part of this moving forward.
I'm really looking forward to it, man. Thank you so much.
Houston had a great year. Dana Holgorsen has talked about the fact that Hall is the best defensive tackle he's ever had. He's 6'6", he's got great length.
Logan Hall can go inside and out.
Right.
Exactly.
Totally.
Because you're going to be in that nickel and sub package stuff anyway.
Logan, what's up, man?
What's going on, Coach?
We meet again.
Yes, we do. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, a 3-tech.
I can't thank you enough, man. I really appreciate the opportunity.
You got it. I look forward to having you here.
As soon as I watched him on tape, I watched him on tape and he just jumped off the tape at you. He's a very good pass rusher inside. He's long. He's a lot thicker when I saw him on the 30 visits and at the combine.
Without naming the college that he went against, where he took a guard and pressed him back about 5 yards and then leaped over him as the guy was on his back and made the sack. So, I mean, we didn't base the grade and the selection of picking him off that one play, but it's one play that just jumped out at you and showed you what he can do and what he's capable of.
Jason, how satisfied are you with the night 1 of your draft?
You'll never hear a GM say, I think we had a terrible night, So, but we all feel very, very good. I feel like cracking a beer, so that's a good sign.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers select tackle, Central Michigan, Luke Godecki.
He's all football. I think his hobbies are weightlifting, and it stops there.
Rashad White, running back.
He's got great vision and great patience. He really sets up his blocks well and very good in the passing game.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Tate Oaten, tight end, Washington.
That's a great program. Those kids come out of there well-trained. They're our kind of people.
Jake Camarda,
Zion McCullum,
Co Keft, Andre Anthony.
Each person has their own story. I mean, I think for me, it's a great thing. I talk to my wife all the time about it too. Like, I grew up in small town Wisconsin with a very narrow idea of what the world is, and then you start reading and doing the background on all these kids, and they come from so many different places, and what did they get through to get to where they're at, and the odds that have stacked against them to get there, you kind of fall in love with it, and then when the tape backs it up, it's even better. So.
Hello?
Is this Andre?
Yes, this is Andre.
Hey, Andre, this is Jason Light. I'm the GM in Tampa. How you doing?
Even after these years of doing it, you don't realize at the time how much you're touching them and how big of a moment it is for them.
And to hear how excited they are to come here is an happiness you can't get back unless you win the Super Bowl.
Hey, we're about to make you a buck.
Me and my family are so grateful. Can't wait to meet them. Family happy? Oh, yeah. They're about to go crazy. You all right?
Yeah, I'm trying to hold back tears, man.
That's a good thing, man. Let it out.
Tampa.
I'm going to Tampa.
Until I see the video that they put out, then you really realize just how big of a moment that was, and that's when it really hits me.
How do you feel?
Hey, let's get to work.
You don't know how these guys are going to work out. You don't know until we put the pads on.
Draft is only part of it. It's showing that you can do a lot of things for us, but you got to come in ready to work. We have some guys in here to compete and push other guys. Well, the work begins.